Yeah, hello ladies and gentlemen. This is U130 in Lorient
Schiff
Harbor.
gesichtet.
We
Lage
have
9-0. Große Entfernung.
now the 9th of March 1942. We had a 2 months overhaul and repair in the dockyard, which means we have got a new turret. It's a Turmumbau 2. Turret type 2. We have one more 2 cm Flak 30 dual gun. We also have received a bolt launcher in the back of the boat. It's not visible, it's beyond the waterline. Bolt canisters are canisters who shoot out a charge to distract the enemy passive listening device and also the sonar. So yeah, we should be really good equipped. We have also been prepared for a new radar set, which we will get in the future. They offered us a Fumo 29 ZTAC radar, but the ZTAC radar only covers the front of the turret with a 10-degree angle to both sides, and I declined the offer because I have no use for a radar which has a maximum range of 8,000 meters and only covers 10 degrees to the left and 10 degrees to the right side, which means if I want to have a 360-degree circle with my radar, I have to turn the boat 360 degrees. I mean, that's utter worthless. In reality, there were only 3 boats equipped with this radar set, and U130 was not one of them, so I declined the offer. And yeah, so far so good. I have to show you something from the last episode after this little intro. You remember the wall factory ship? Yeah, I followed the convoy 2 hours real time until this happened. Ladies and gentlemen, the whale factory ship is sinking at last. After hours and hours, he dropped out of the convoy and now he is going down. We got him. Yeah, he slowed down slowly, and it took him literally a few hours to fall out of the convoy and fall back, and yeah, now you see, there she goes. And we got it credited. 12,016 tons, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, now I bring the boat home. It took the whale factory ship 2 more hours, and he went slower and slower and dropped out of the convoy and finally sunk, which made our patrol really successful in a total of 70,618 tons sunk. And we are now at a total sunk tonnage of 239,000 and something tons, which puts us right on the second place, if I remember correctly, of the U-boat aces. So yeah, we are leaving Lorient now, and last view to the U-boat bunkers. And our new quadrant to patrol is right down here in our old hunting ground of Freetown. It's ET43. I marked just with a circle to find it easier on the map. We will patrol the Freetown area, and if nothing is going on here, we maybe go up to the ED sector again. We'll see about that later. And yeah, there should be traffic here normally, because 1942 there were already going nice traffics down to South Africa, and also the convoys still had to go around the South African peninsula and go over to Australia, because it was still too dangerous for convoys to go to the Suez Canal. That happened later when the Luftwaffe and the Afrika Korps were taken out.
Flugzeug gesichtet. Lage 3, 5. Große Entfernung.
Ah, okay, that's an own one. Yeah, so far we, as I said, we had the late success of the whale factory ship, which was nice. And yeah, back to the topic. The only convoys right now who are going through the Gibraltar Gap and going into the Mediterranean are convoys, especially for the British 8th Army and for the defenders of Malta. So yeah, we are going now back down to Freetown, and then let's see what happens. I cut the video here and be back with you when I have something important to report.
Schiff gesichtet. Lage 282. Große Entfernung.
That's a destroyer.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Yeah, we have spotted a ship. It's obviously a destroyer. Yep, it is. Looks like a Hunt or a Captain class. I'm not sure about that.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2,0. Derzeitige Tiefe 3,0.
No, not a Captain class. Oh, Captain 1 could... Nope, no torpedo launchers in the middle of the ship.
Derzeitige Tiefe 5,0.
Travel? Nah.
Derzeitige Tiefe 6,0.
This one here, that could be a C&D class. Okay. Interesting.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Seerohrtiefe. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 161.
There is something out there. I'm almost sure because a single destroyer is rather uncommon.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
Kriegsschiff entfernt sich auf 286. Kriegsschiff auf 287 entfernt sich.
Let's have a quick look just to be sure before we continue our way.
Kriegsschiff entfernt sich
Oh.
auf 290.
2 detections, okay. That's interesting.
Kriegsschiff auf 289 entfernt sich. Kriegsschiff auf 288 entfernt sich.
There he is, right there in the back, barely visible.
Kriegsschiff auf 287 entfernt sich.
There are 2 of them.
Kriegsschiff auf 286 entfernt sich.
Nice. So we have been lucky. It's obviously they're patrolling the area. That's good to know.
Kriegsschiff auf 285 entfernt sich.
Now let's get back to course.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Gehen wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
Yeah, okay. Let's avoid these 2 and I'll be back with you later. Guided destroyer came right out the fog.
Das Boot ist beschädigt, Herr
Holy
Kaloin.
shit. Oh God. Get down, girl, get down.
Das Boot ist beschädigt, Herr Kaloin. Neue Tiefe 1-0.
Holy. The guy came directly out of the fog. I haven't seen him and...
Derzeitige Tiefe 2-0.
Holy... Whew. Let's repair the stuff and...
Derzeitige Tiefe 3-0. Derzeitige Tiefe 3,8 Meter. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Yeah, we have to get the water out of the boat, that's for sure. Damn, these radar-guided destroyers getting pretty annoying, and they are patrolling the living crap out of the area, it seems. Ah, shit.
Der Feind hat uns in der Ortung hergeloin.
Ja.
Wann ist das endlich vorbei?
Neuer Kurs 1-5-0. Derzeitige Tiefe 7-0. Neue Tiefe 3,8 Meter. Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus. Wahnsinnige Fahrt voraus.
Wasserbomben.
Derzeitige Tiefe 8-0. Ruder 2,9 Grad Backbord. Ruder 0 Grad. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Kontakt, Kriegsschiff, kommt näher. Auf 3, 2, 4. Geringe Entfernung.
Yeah, I can't go to silent running, otherwise I don't get the water out of the boat and the boat will flood. It's something we can't have. Okay. Let's see, bow torpedo. Torpedo tube 2, torpedo tube 4. Yeah, that's nothing.
Derzeitige Tiefe 9-0.
Ah, come on. There are 2? You're gonna...
Der Feind hat uns in der Ortung hergeloin. Wann ist das endlich vorbei?
Ruder 6 Grad Steuerbord.
There are 2. Holy crap.
Ruder 3,4 Grad Steuerbord. Wahnsinnige Fahrt voraus. Neue Tiefe 8,3 Meter.
Der Feind hat uns in der Ortung hergeloin. Wann ist das endlich vorbei?
Kleine Fahrt voraus. Derzeitige Fahrt 1 Knoten. Derzeitige Tiefe 9,2 Meter.
Holy. Look at that. So the easy patrols down in the Freetown region are definitely a thing of the past. And yeah, look at that. He has a radar dish on it here.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,0,0.
Yep, he has a radar dish. The other guy,
Wasserbomben.
yeah, of course, he has radar too.
Wasserbomben.
Oh shit, and he has a HFDF device, is high frequency direction finder, which means the moment I send a radio message, they can find my direction out, my course, my position. Holy sh! Oy, oy, oy. No likey, no likey. I'm
Neue Tiefe
still
1,36 Meter.
shit.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,0. Neue
boat is-
Tiefe 7,7 Meter.
The boat is
Ein
still
Drittel Fahrt
damaged and
voraus.
makes water. There's still water in the section. And I'm going down like hell. Holy. I'm serious damage. Maybe I have to abort the mission. We'll see about that later.
Neue Tiefe 8,1 Meter.
Come on, get up.
Ruder 0 Grad. Derzeitige Tiefe 1,2,0.
Okay, flooding is gone. Now everything is repaired except the deck gun, but yeah, who cares about the deck gun right now? Holy moly. And I was traveling not even at a fast time progression. I was at what's it, 120 20 something, and they came right out the fog directly at me. Holy damn it. I need to get the boat.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,12 Meter. Kleine Fahrt voraus. Schleichfahrt.
Wasserbomben.
He is... That's not nice. Thank God it's 1942 and not 1944, because we would be dead already. I have a serious problem. I can't keep the boat on deck, it seems.
Neue Tiefe 8,3 Meter.
They are close, but not close enough.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,10.
Yeah, something is definitely wrong with the
Ein
boat.
Drittel Fahrt voraus.
It's barely coming up. Okay.
Kleine Fahrt voraus. Schleichfahrt. Neuer Kurs 200.
Wasserbomben.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the way I have
Wasserbomben.
expected it to be. Hey.
Derzeitige Tiefe 8,5 Meter.
Yeah, they're close.
Neue Tiefe 1,1 Meter. Neuer Kurs 1,90.
Kriegsschiff entfernt sich auf 353. Kriegsschiff auf 351 entfernt sich. Kriegsschiff auf 350 entfernt sich. Kriegsschiff auf 347 entfernt sich.
Derzeitige Tiefe 9,0.
Kriegsschiff auf 343 entfernt sich. Kriegsschiff auf 338 entfernt sich.
Ruder 9 Grad Backbord.
Kriegsschiff auf 333 entfernt sich. Kriegsschiff auf 329 entfernt sich. Kriegsschiff auf
there they are.
324 entfernt sich. Wasserbomben. Kriegsschiff auf 320 entfernt sich. Wasserbomben. Kriegsschiff auf 315 entfernt sich.
Ruder 0 Grad.
Kriegsschiff auf 311 entfernt sich. Kriegsschiff auf 303 entfernt sich.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,00.
Kriegsschiff auf 297 kommt näher.
They're pretty far away. That's not bad.
Kriegsschiff auf 290 kommt näher. Kriegsschiff auf 283 kommt näher. Kriegsschiff auf 276
Derzeitige
kommt
Fahrt
näher.
1 Knoten. Neuer Kurs 180.
Kriegsschiff auf 269 kommt näher. Kriegsschiff auf 260 kommt näher. Kriegsschiff auf 249 entfernt sich.
Yeah, we are here.
Kriegsschiff
There
auf
is the guy.
235 entfernt sich.
But he has obviously no clue where we are.
Kriegsschiff auf 222
Yeah,
entfernt
the bad
sich.
weather is not bad because the rougher the sea, the worse they can detect you with their passive listening device.
Kriegsschiff auf 203 entfernt sich.
Whew, Jesus. Yeah,
Wasserbomben.
ladies and gentlemen,
Kriegsschiff auf 199 entfernt sich.
looks almost as if the
Wasserbomben.
happy times will come to a slow end.
Kriegsschiff auf 198 entfernt sich.
Derzeitige Tiefe
Yep.
110.
The depth charges are pretty far away. Not even the China is rattling. So yeah, seems like almost we could get out of here lucky once again. So far, no further damage. Question is, what is the remaining hull strength? But so far, we are keeping the depth, which means the boat is at least safe to go to 110 meters. Yeah, it looks like the Royal Navy is getting better and better, and thankfully they don't have a hedgehog thrower on their deck. Because that's the crap I don't need to begin with. But later in the war, all of them, especially the escorts, have hedgehog throwers right here where he has his life raft right now. So, question is, do you feel lucky, punk?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Gehen wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
Whew. Yeah. Is he... Ah, shit. Damn it. but he is not. Yeah, now would be the time I really would give a kingdom for a few homing torpedoes. But it looks like they don't really know where we are. One of these two is listening and the other is searching. I would bet he is listening and he is the guy who drops the charges. And my decision is
Neuer Kurs, 160.
to get a pretty small silhouette to this guy here.
Wasserbomben.
Okay, let's see. Yep, they are far away. You can't see the explosion. That means they are pretty far away. They are also not above us. That's nice. Yeah.
Wasserbomben.
Ruder, 8 Grad Steuerbord.
Wasserbomben.
We have to keep a small silhouette.
Wasserbomben.
Yeah. They're dropping blind, more or less. Let's get out of here.
Ruder, 0 Grad.
Yep. Here we are here, the orange marker, as you know. And these guys are... Wait a minute. Ah. But I really thought for a moment there was a third one who lit up his searchlights. But it's a star shell. Holy moly. Jeez. That's the situations you get a heart attack from. Yep, these guys don't know where we are. And we can really be lucky that we have bad weather. Because at the calm sea, they could hear us. On this distance, they could hear us. Yep. Looks like he, no. Is he coming? Ah, he is. Yep, he is going a circle. And he is dropping blind. Yeah, they don't have a clue where we are.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
We need to get out of dodge here.
Neuer Kurs 171.
When the weather would be better, he would hear us. On that distance, that would be a swift turn and a carpet bombing. Yeah. But now we are going into his baffles, so which means he can't hear us anymore. That's the area in his screws. That's about from 180 to 220 degrees, and from 180 to 150 degrees, something around that, or 140 to 180 and 180 to 220. That's the area where they can't hear you. And you have to try to get into that area to get out of it. Problem is, later in the war, when they operate in hunter-killer groups with 4 destroyers and a escort carrier, one of those escorts was always slow going or even dead in the water, silently listening, and the others pounded the living snot out of you.
Wasserbomben.
Yeah, they have lost the contact, and it seems we are lucky once again. Yeah. Just have to widen the distance. Okay, he's switching the lights off. Damn it.
Wasserbomben.
Yeah, right now we're doing 1 knot. That's 1.85
Wasserbomben.
kilometer an hour or something like that. That's barely walking speed.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Gehen wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
They're not giving up for... Yeah, that's the kind of unpleasant surprises I really don't need on this playthrough, to be honest. Oh man. I think when this is done and I have gotten rid of these two, I'll crack me a cold one. That's for sure. Nice adding a Weizen, something like that. I mean, they are assuming my course correctly. They just don't get the distance really good. And that's just because of the bad weather. If the sea would be calm, they would be right over me. And with the underwater signature from a Type 9, which is way bigger than a Type 7 and also way more sluggish to control on the water. Yeah. You know where I'm pointing at. And to be honest, they should have ceased production of the Type 9 at latest in mid 1942. That was not a sustainable type of boat for the ever harder going convoy battles. They should have seriously put in all the efforts in the Type 21, and maybe they should have brought in the Type 7/42 into service. But the Type 9, which is basically a one-to-one copy of the World War I Type U-118 series, I think. Yeah, absolutely not worth it.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
Yeah, that's
Wasserbomben.
yeah, well, we keep going away slowly but surely. And yeah, that's yeah. As I said before, I tried to play it as historically correct as possible, and that's the stuff which will happen pretty much more and more the farther we go on in the war. They don't know where we are. Hopefully that stays so. This guy here is still a little bit too close for my taste, but it's pretty obvious he can't hear us. The other guy back there, he definitely can't hear us. He's firing a star shell again. Is the guy coming at me? No, it doesn't look like.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
Did he hear us?
Neuer Kurs 170.
It looks like he is coming straight at us. Did he really hear us at that distance? No, it doesn't look like. Yeah, it really looks like he is running a standard search pattern.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
Yep. Let's hope they don't pick us up again. But it looks like we are really one more time lucky. Put the watch in the bed, let them have a little bit sleep. Yeah, these guys are quite fit. Yeah, it really looks like they are dropping everything they have. Yeah, I really hope we could show you a little bit more this episode than getting ambushed by 2 destroyers. But as I said before, that's the time when the U-boats get from the hunted to the hunted. And I'm willing to show that in my playthrough too. It's not only hunting the convoys and sinking single merchants. It's a glimpse into the future. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I end the episode here, and I'll be back with you in our next episode of ET43 Fight for Survival in the Atlantic. And until then, I wish you a good day and stay safe out there. Also, important information, I have bought the U-boat today on Steam. So in the nearer future, I will also start a playthrough of U-boat. So until then, have a nice day, stay safe out there, see you next time.